Welcome back to Sportsbook Review videos. We continue our divisional future odds coverage here with the NFC West, and it is definitely a two-team race. The team on the top of the future odds boards right now, not only in the NFC West, but the NFC, is the Seattle Seahawks, minus 120 to win the division, 4-1 to win the NFC. Not a flashy offseason, but definitely one that was needed outside of their offensive line. This team is as deep as anybody in the league. Of course, being without Marshawn Lynch may hurt a little bit, but Thomas Rawls, guys, and Christine Michael and those guys will be a very good running back tandem here for the Seattle Seahawks, along with the guys they drafted. Wouldn't be too worried about them. They brought back Jeremy Lane to go opposite of Richard Sherman. Their defense and secondary is going to be as good as ever. Seahawks are going to be a strong play. Maybe not a strong play here at 4-1, but definitely a very good play to potentially retake that division after the next team. The Arizona Cardinals took it from them last year. Of course, one win from the Super Bowl after getting busted up in the NFC Championship game. They are plus 175 to win the division, 6-1 to win the NFC. They had a very, very good offseason bringing in Chandler Jones. They brought in Super Bowl champion Evan Mathis to give some depth on the right side of that offensive line. Of course, they're already going to have a very good offense once again here under Bruce Arians. Defense should be very good again. Kind of thin, though, on some positions, so injuries could take their toll if they do end up racking up for the Arizona Cardinals like they could on any team. But I like their odds here to win this division at plus 175. I don't think they're that much worse than the Seattle Seahawks here, who are at minus 120. So if you are going to pick a team to play on this division, definitely think it should be the Arizona Cardinals. Now, next up, Los Angeles Rams. Still feeling a little weird about not saying St. Louis, but 9-1 to win the division, 30-1 to win the NFC. They gave up a ton to move up to draft Jared Goff. Not likely the best decision unless Goff is in fact the second coming of Matt Ryan, which could end up happening, but they gave up a lot. You'd think they would have learned after the Redskins gave up a lot to get their pick way back when to draft RG3, but still have Jeff Fisher in town, still have one of the best running backs in the league in Todd Gurley, so things are looking up for Los Angeles. It's going to be a couple years, though, before they compete on the level of Arizona or Seattle for this division. And finally, the dumpster fire of the division is the San Francisco 49ers. At least the Rams can look north and think, well, at least we're not that bad off, because they hired Chip Kelly after a disastrous tenure in Philadelphia. Not quite sure what really motivated them to make that move. Brought back Colin Kaepernick. We'll see if he turns back into the quarterback he once was that led this team to a Super Bowl. But other than that, they really did not do much, and you could tell they're trying to rebuild this defense as much as possible. But it's going to be a very long time before the San Francisco 49ers are anywhere close to competitive to win this division once again. It's definitely not going to be in 2016. That is a look at your future odds here for the NFC West. Continue to look at our divisional odds coverage here later this week. But until then, for Sportsbook Review, I'm Jordan Sharp.
Always on the go? Bet365 has one of the top mobile platforms in today's market. Sign up today and don't let your busy life keep you out of the game.